made it. Oh, watch me miss my turn. That's it right there. Wait, why is the open sign not on?
Your destination is on the left.
Wait a minute. No, they're open. Surely they're open. There's cars here.
It says closed.
No. Where? Closed.
On that door. Well, but what time?
8. They open at 8.
What time is it?
8:16?
Maybe they open at 9?
I'm so confused.
There's cars here.
There's cars here, yeah.
Maybe give them a ring?
Yeah, call them up. What the? Oh my god, dude, we drove 3 hours. We just drove 3 hours for nothing. I am going to jump off the nearest cliff. I'm going to be on Google Maps. Nearest cliff. Siri, nearest bridge.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm just calling to see if you guys are open today.
Well, the store's not open today, but who is this?
Hey, I called you about like last week in regards to picking up maybe like 50 or 60 brook trout.
We've gone to winter hours.
Oh, I gotcha.
And, I can get you fish anytime. I'm the only one here today. It would be kind of slow.
Okay, I'm actually here right now.
You're at the store?
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, so let me come out.
Okay.
And I'll start getting you ready. You're saying you want 50 fish?
I'd say 60.
Okay, all right, I'll be out there.
All right, see you.
Bye.
All right, thank God, dude. I was like, I saw the close sign. I'm like, you idiot, you idiot, you idiot. It wouldn't surprise me. This is some shit we would pull. All right, mask on today. Sorry, future. So sick. I've never seen this many brook trout in one little confined space. It's a little loud in here, mainly because they're running aerators. You kind of need that with these brook trout. They like cold, oxygenated water. Everything in here is just about 4 to 5 inches. The main objective is to make sure these guys live 170 miles back home at Camp Claw. I've never done anything like this, but the guy here who runs the hatchery is going to kind of walk us through the process. It's going to be a challenge, but he seems optimistic. These are such cool little fish too. It's one of my favorite fish on earth, freshwater fish at least, and they're so little. To see them this small is so crazy. So cool. It's a little noisy in there, so we stepped out. It's crazy because like 4 years ago, I was actually majoring in fish management, aquaculture science. I'd been working at a hatchery similar to the one that we're behind right now, picking up these trout from. So I didn't really know how this would go down, but this is kind of the process from what I've observed. There's 2 giant tanks in there full of micro brookies. One of the hatchery workers here scoops them up with a net, counts them out. I think it's like 20, 25 per box. So he'll take the trout, transport them in the box, which has like a plastic liner. Then once they're in the box, he fills it up with O2. So that way they've got water that's cold and oxygenated for the car ride home. Now, he's pretty optimistic that they'll make it back with a 170-mile drive, but we're gonna get about 100 just to be safe. There may be a few that don't survive, and we wanna make sure that the Googan Lagoon is fully stocked with big brookies. And hopefully by the end of, I think, like spring or something like that, these guys should be at least 8 to 9 inches, which is definitely catchable size. And if they survive like the summer too, they might get like mega big. But this is cool to see, man. I've never been a part of anything like this. This is our first official stocking video too, a huge milestone, not only for me personally, but for Camp Claw and for you guys watching the videos. If you guys want to come here and get trout, it's Micmac Farms. You do need a permit. It was right off of Route 1, the famous Route 1. And in the summertime, they sell like whole trout. And I think he said, what do you say, brook trout chowder? Sounds so good. Makes me hungry. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. That's
it's a recirculating aquaculture system.
okay.
We run 30,000 gallons an hour through the filter system. We use 97% of the water
Oh wow.
And it's drinking quality well water. We often will have big 18-inch.
Is that with the bigger tank with the higher, the brood stock for the brood stock, or?
That one there was for purging large fish
Okay.
before we transport them. They have to have empty stomachs.
I gotcha.
And we don't use it too often. This time of year, we're just open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, selling trout, chowder, pumpkin rolls, and other food products.
Yeah.
Plus, our canned goods, the pickles and things
Oh,
like
nice.
that.
Yeah, right on. Cool. And the trout. Do a lot of people get trout for stocking, or?
We get a lot of people buying trout for pond stocking.
Pond
It's
stocking.
usually in the spring, April and May.
Okay.
That's when we'll sell the most, but I've been getting a lot of requests for them here this fall as well.
That's pretty cool. I've never done anything like that. I didn't even get the guy's name. He was so nice. What a humble business. I don't know if that was his operation or if he was just kind of one of the head dudes there. But that is honestly a perfect example of sustainable food source. There may be one day I do keep a wild brook trout, but I just don't want to do that. If you guys ever have the interest of getting brook trout and wanting to eat them, that's the place to go. Places like that is where to go, because these fish are going to be like really good quality. They're going to be awesome meat. All that water, it's drinking water quality water that they're circulating through those tanks. That's sweet. Just a really cool business, and it was cool to support them. It was, I think, $300 for 100 fish, and he gave us a few extra. What a G. What a legend. Here comes the hard part. We have 2 hours and 52 minutes to get these little buddies, our little box trout, back home to the pond, hoping and praying not a single one dies. There's got to be at least a few fatalities. I know of it, I'm sure of it. I mean, they're trout, they're the most fragile fish ever, so we shall see. He gave us some instructions on how to acclimate them and make sure that they have a 100% survival rate once we do get to the pond, but I'm a little nervous. I've never done this shit before. Dude, we just did 6 hours. 6 hours and almost 300, actually over 300 miles to get 100 brook trout, which hopefully are still alive. I was just thinking to myself, you know, we get back here at Camp Claw, open up those boxes, looking to see how our trout are doing. They're all belly up. What would you do? I mean, let's check it out. Only one way to find out. Okay. Boxes o' trout. They didn't fall over. That's good at least. The guy at the hatchery was like, yeah, it's fine. You can shake them up. You don't have to be gentle with them. I was thinking to myself, really? You just shake them up? Apparently that adds oxygen. I don't really know, but I'll take his word over mine. Oh yeah, they're good. Okay, next step. Let's not waste any moments. They're alive now, but they could be dead in a few minutes. So we're gonna get the Can-Am, put all these puppies in the bed and run down there and acclimate. Thank you. Acclimate the fish. I'm a little bit shocked. I can't lie. Can-Am was thirsty. I've been on E for like 4 days now. Drink! Drink! Guy said to shake him up, right? It feels so wrong. It doesn't feel right at all. He's like, no, they love it. Creates oxygen, and you know, they like to dance around in the box. Imagine being in a box for 3 hours. I'd probably throw up. Okay. One more. All right, last box. Just for safety precautions. You're not going anywhere. Hey, I'm talking to you. What did you run away from me for? Why does she not like me? I love you. It's a big moment. I'm very excited. Time to stock our little trout skis. They did really good. Not to say that they all survived. I haven't opened up the other 4 boxes, but I mean, at least we got a few. That's all that matters. Should we name each and every single one of them? Come up with 100 different names. Drop some comments. What should we name our brook trout? You gotta come up with 100 at the very least, because I think there's like 105 in here. It's like 101 Dalmatians, but it's like 101 brook trout.
Oh my.
That's pretty cool. The reason why we're stocking these fish right now in the fall opposed to like summer when we were here for like 3 months is because they are cold water fish. They like cold water. So the later in the fall, winter season it gets, the more likely these fish have a chance of thriving and surviving. So we could come back here in spring and some of these brookies could be like, what do you say, like 7-8 inches, maybe bigger, which is definitely a catchable size. And if we throw an aerator in this pond too, which would be next level, it would mean that these fish could survive all summer long. And we're gonna continue to stock more brookies in here. This is just phase number 1. Next, we're gonna stock wiener dogs. Juvenile wiener dogs. She doesn't even care. Just like, I don't care. Stock wiener dogs. Moment of truth. I want to show you what these guys look like. They're just the coolest things ever. My biggest brook trout to date is like 5 pounds. And to think that we're stocking 4 inches is pretty wild. They get huge. We were looking up this morning, world record's 14. Like, but that's questionable. I think the latest biggest one was like 10 pounds, which is still ridiculous. And then we're gonna dump most of them and try to save 1 or 2. Let's see if I can grab one right now, actually. There he is. There's your brookie. That one's actually a little manged up. The other ones look a little more pristine, but that is essentially what he looks like. When he's not so stressed out, he'll sport some brighter, more oranger colors, some whiter tipped fins, but he's tweaking right now. With that being said, we're gonna put him in his brand new home. He's gonna be the first one ever stocked. Dude, you're lucky. This is an honor. There he goes. Just chilling on the bottom. All right, do the rest. Looks like they're doing okay. They're probably a little confused, like what the hell just happened? I was in a car for 3 hours, now I'm in a pond that's not so clean and clear. This one's just, that one's literally just sitting there. That's so sick. All right, let's get the others. This is the coolest thing that we've ever done on the channel. There we go. There goes the brookies. Some of those are pretty decent sized. Right, let's try to get them. Final brookie going in. See you, Bubba. That was pretty sweet. Oh, one just rose, literally just rose. Let's kind of stand back and get out of the water. I think this sediment's probably not good for them. They'll start to come up. There's another one right there, just rose. Grabbing air because they're a little bit probably O2 deprived. Another one. Oh, we still have another bag. Sorry, guys. Two or one, there's one. Ooh, that water's freaking cold. Come on, Bubba. They're so cute. Another one just rose. They're starting to rise. That's neat. Dude, those are the trout we just stocked. They're coming up and grabbing air. That's so cool. Well, mission accomplished. All 100 and plus brook trout that we stocked from point A, that being all the way to Caribou, Maine, to Guggen Lagoon and Camp Claw have survived. And we've stocked them, and this is just one of the coolest videos we filmed on this channel. I don't care if it gets like 0 views. It was fun. You guys have been asking for it. And I'm hoping these guys grow big and large, big, tall, and large, so we can catch them and have fun, come out here and just have a day of it. One thing I am concerned about is that these smallest in here earn a appetite for brook trout. I hope that isn't the case. There is a ton of shiners in here, a ton of craws, a ton of leeches. I'm kind of banking on that. Dude, they're literally wait, turn around real quick. I'm proud of my little babies. They're already thriving, doing good. Now, I don't know how long they'll survive, but all we can do is sit and wait and come back here in the wintertime and drill a few holes and see if they're down under. One just jumped a far away. That's so sick, dude. Mission accomplished. Unreal. All right. One other thing I wanted to do, along with stocking this brook trout, is set up a camera next to the pond. I want to see if there's any birds coming through here, if there's anything threatening these brook trout. These are my babies. These are my, no offense, look, but they're my babies. I love brook trout, and the fact that they're in my backyard so sick. So I'm gonna set up one of these Moultrie trail cams looking out to the pond. And if I see a decrease in numbers and don't see as many rising next time I'm here, I know it's, well, because of herons or something, and I'll have proof on the camera. So we're gonna set this up facing towards the Googan Lagoon. That way we have proof of any sort of trespassers or infiltrators. This is just their simple trail cam. I got this set up last night. Dialed. Is that gonna hold? I guess so. That's too low. They're still rising over there. Ambitious little buggers. Right there. What do you think? Probably pretty good. For sure. I'm gonna clear some of this out too. Got the machete. Gonna chop some of this stuff down. So what I'm gonna be mainly looking for on that camera, that trail cam, are any sort of fish-eating bird, more specifically herons, and then also fishers, which I think are like, there's another name for them. I think it's like, it's bear cat or something like that. I could be completely wrong, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure they eat fish as well. Otters too. I don't think I've got otters, but yeah, just a few things to watch out for. Now that I've got my precious little brookies in the pond, I'm so stoked for this, you guys. Drop a comment, let me know if we should stock more in there. It's a biggish pond. I thought 100 would be like too much or like just right, but to be honest, like these brook trout hardly even take up, what do you even say, like an eighth of the pond. So we may get some more, we may get some bigger ones just so they have a better chance of survival. But this is a good start. Got to start somewhere. And 100 brookies is not a bad one at that. Yeah, in there. You gonna protect the boxes? She's on box duty. Box them out, Weens. Box them out. Until next time. Until next time, rookies. There we go. A little elbow grease. I thought I cut that one down. That must have just fell in the storm. So we're back here on, what would this be? The western part of my property. My property is more long than wide. And this is an awesome narrow spot, which I believe a lot of deer use, especially since the trail kind of ends there and it gets really narrow. And I've seen, you know, deer tracks and animal tracks back there. So I'm thinking maybe one of these trees is gonna get the trail cam. I don't know exactly which one. Any thoughts, inputs, Alex? I'm all yours. Maybe like, I mean, I get what you're saying. It is wooded back here, but I think that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it perfect. I think the deer think that they're hidden back here. Something's back here. Are there like paw prints? Something right there. I don't know what the heck that is. I grew up in the suburbs, okay? Cut me some slack. If you know what that is, let me know. Oh yeah, see, look, this would be a good spot. Right down this. I'm thinking we clear this birch, wrap the last trail cam, and throw it right down the middle. That way is not my property, but I do want to see what's coming from outside in. Also too, let us know what the hell that is, that dirt mound that's been obviously scraped away. I'm gonna take a guess and say some sort of bed for an animal, but I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. I don't know. Timber! Nice. Okay, that's cool. Let's set the camera up. Well, now it's a clear shot. I could probably see like 40 something yards back there. Okay, I'll test it. Look at that fucking G.
So maybe a little bit more off to the right?
The right.
Oh.
That hurt. Off the right.
Yeah.
Off the right and up a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll do live. Lucky. Jesus. All right, let's get out of here. 2 cameras, 100 brook trout, 30 acres, a beautiful Maine wilderness. What more could you ask for? Other than maybe a white claw. That sounds good. Don't forget to get out there and vote. And that right there is going to conclude our micro camp claw sun. It's good to be back up here. We basically spent like 3 months in this very camp with a bunch of folks, and it's just nice to revisit one of my favorite places on earth, and to finally accomplish one of my biggest goals for the Googan Lagoon and just the camp at whole, that being stocking brook trout in the pond. We'll see how they do. Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping those smallmouth avoid them and just focus on the crawdad shiners and leeches that they normally feed on. But this was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see some more Camp Claw content, drop a comment, give us a like, and we will make it happen. I think we're gonna spend a lot of time up here in the winter going after some fish under the ice, which you guys really seem to enjoy. So just keep on the lookout for that content. But in the meantime, we're heading back to Texas, getting some things done. I've got a pretty big project I'm working on, which I'll keep you guys in the loop with here very shortly. But hope you enjoyed. Farewell, Camp Claw. Farewell, Maine Woods. It has been real. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, folks, keep fishing. Never stop.